is the king.
What's good, everybody? It is Capital J Productions, and today I'm back with another video. And today we're talking about these rappers signing to these labels. Now, I shouldn't even have to make a video like this, but I mean, the only thing I really can say, this should be a pretty quick video, but I just don't understand why these rappers keep signing these deals and why these rappers keep why they keep signing to these record executives, these evil record executives. And basically, I'm just trying to make this video for the rappers out there who's even thinking about signing these deals. Like, bro, y'all have to look at everything. Y'all have to look at like all the rappers that signed before, and just look back the past 5 years and how many rappers that have, they've blown up and then they just get tossed to the side. You don't hear from them no more. There's so many artists I can name. But I'll be going down a rabbit hole and wasting a lot of time. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I've got plenty of videos exposing this stuff, reaction videos, all kind of, videos that I've done. But what I don't understand is why these rappers even signing deals anymore. Like, because you don't get anything out of it. You're not getting nothing. You're better off just putting your music on social media, like putting your music out on YouTube, putting your music out on Instagram, TikTok. That's how I feel about it. But these evil executives who basically they serve the devil and they have a contract with the devil. This is what they're not telling you guys. This is something I know. I know the spiritual side of the game. You know what I mean? I know because God broke it down to me on what's going on and why is it happening. This is, maybe God chose me for this reason. Maybe that's the reason why he gave me this musical talent that I have. I've taught myself music. No one taught me anything. So I'm self-taught. I'm basically self-taught and everything. And I just had to basically almost get in the game and be around it just enough to figure things out. I always was the type of person that figured things out quickly on my own. And when you raised in the hood, you get taught to be that way. Anybody, the smart people in the hood know this. They know you have to, in order to survive in the hood, you have to pick up on things very, very quickly. If not, you're gonna be a victim. You're gonna be you will be dead in no time. Either dead in jail or you just get caught up in some mess really quickly. So I've always been a gamekeeper, and the music industry, man, like I see it clear as day, and that's why I stay away from it. It's not the music that's the problem. It's really the executives that's the problem. In my opinion, most of them, or nearly all of them, are Satan. They are Satanists. They are servants of the devil, and their job is to exploit as many people as possible, especially the black men. Black women as well. I gotta make a video on the black female rappers. I plan on making that video pretty soon because they're basically trying to use them going forward. But yeah, for these rappers, man, y'all gotta stop selling these, man. Y'all gotta start asking y'all some questions. I put these videos together because like I said, I understand y'all not gonna get this information from nobody. There's nobody out there who even have the balls to even put these kind of videos, together and put this information out there. Especially with the experience I have, the knowledge I have. and everything, the things I've seen, the things I've heard over the years, you know what I'm saying? I've heard rappers talking about how they're looking for a blood sacrifice. I've heard rappers, you know, talk about things that's like insider type of things that y'all not gonna really hear about, you know. So that's how come I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to change the landscape for black people, you know what I mean? Like, we should want to do better. You know, if this is our music, we should want our music to be better. Everybody else's music is positive. Everybody else's music don't talk about killing their own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's so deep. Like, even the radio stations, like, you know, I gotta do a video on the radio stations and how they play their part. And, you know, and you know, they're kind of doing their job. They're part of the problem too. But I'll be going too far down the rabbit hole. So today I'm just want to focus on the rappers, because if the rappers just stop, you know, like, hopefully I've gotten your attention, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one reason why I still put out like beats, is to try to get these rappers attention, and then, you know, educate them on my channel, because I have over 100 videos. So, you know, I'm just really trying to educate, you know what I mean? Because I'm kind of an OG in this thing, you know what I mean? And I kind of, you know, I just want to help, you know. I'm tired of seeing our people suffer. I'm tired of our people getting killed. It's rappers that's getting killed. It's every year there's a rapper that gets killed. And this year there's going to be a rapper that's going to be sacrificed. You best to believe it. Okay? That's just the game, okay? That's been the rap game for, it seems like, ever since, you know, gangster music has gotten a part. Ever since gangster music has gotten a part of it, it's been a downhill slope. And I've already proven this. I got videos that show the stats and everything. So yeah, if you're a rapper and you're trying to get signed, I'm kind of speaking to you. I want to know, why do you want to get signed? What do you think is really in it for you? You know, do you think the rappers are getting more out of it, or do you think these white executives are getting more out of it? Because I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, from every angle, that the white executives that's signing these rappers, they're the ones who's getting way more out of it than us black people are. Okay, so but yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say for this video. There's a whole lot of things, and a whole lot of rabbit holes, and, you know, man, there's so many different ways I can go with this video, but then it'll turn into a 20-minute video. And I told myself I'm not doing it no more, because I just make more work for myself, you know. So but yeah, I want to know what y'all think. Just make sure you keep your eyes open, you know. And if you do plan on being a music, but any type of musician, but especially like in hip hop, anything in hip hop, you know, just understand the game and understand what it is. Learn as much as you can. You guys got YouTube, you know, use it. You guys got the internet, use it. Learn as much as you can, you know. Don't just get my opinion, get other people's opinion. There's a lot of people's opinions that's out there that's been in the game. And they can tell you, you know, they can tell you like the pros and the cons of the game. I'm just telling y'all from my perspective, and what, you know, what I kind of seen and what I kind of went through and what I've learned. You know, I was close enough just to see enough, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you know, yo, a lot of times you don't need to be at the, like, you know, there's plenty of like times I had, or plenty of parties I used to go to, right, in the hood back in the days. And once you kind of understand, like, you start hearing about these parties and stuff, and then, you know, it's always a shootout, right? So it's like, okay, well, then I get around the homies the next day, and they may tell me about it, and then they be like, oh man, we going to this party, you know. And it's like, do you really need to be at the party to understand what the game really is? No, you don't really need to be at the party to really understand like what's really going on inside the party. You don't. You just need to hear about a story or two or three or four, or see like, you know, or hear about like some of your homies that have died or got killed behind going to, you know, to some parties. So that's how come I always stayed away from parties, because I already know, like, you know, it's just a chance for a black man to get killed, you know. But yeah, so I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, you know, and I'm just trying to do something positive. And, you know, as far as my animations and stuff that I create, I try to keep it as real as possible. The language and everything I use it because I was in the streets, you know. And, you know, when God, you know, when you out there and, you know, there's nothing edited, you know what I'm saying? Like, God teaches you raw. And that's one thing God taught me. Everything was raw. Like, dealing with evil is raw. There's no way to edit it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if y'all don't understand that, then that's just too bad. I'm not, you know, I'm not like how this world is, just trying to control, you know, because the world is just trying to control our mouth, and they're trying to play God over our mouths. That's why they have the whole censor thing going on, you know, and I don't allow that. But, you know, if you understand, you understand. If not, then you don't. I'm sorry you don't. But, you know, for these rappers, man, please tell me, you know, why you plan on, you know, if you plan on signing a deal, just let me know why in the comments, or why not, okay? Because I don't think under any circumstances that you should sign any deal, especially nowadays, okay? Like, you just shouldn't. But this is Capital J Productions. This is my video. Just thank you for all the time, and for everyone who's been listening to my videos. You know, whether you listen to one video or whether you listen to 100 of them. You know, I thank you for your time and, you know, your patience and listening and trying to learn, you know, because that's what I'm all about. You know, that's what I do myself. I practice what I preach. I do it every day. I try to get better each and every day, in every type of way, that in form and fashion that I can, because that's life, you know. That's just life. From a baby, you know, when you start as a baby, you grow, and you constantly learning, you constantly, you know, you constantly get better and learn these new skills. And I don't think that ever should stop, you know, in life. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Make sure y'all like, rate, comment. And for those of y'all who want to donate, I have my Cash App information there now. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Y'all be cool out here, man. Peace.
And the beginning and the end.